What's good, everyone? I'm Rulex, and we're here with a year of Minecraft Hardcore. I'm being extra creative today and adding an extra 65 days instead of just jumping to 300. I know. So day 201, I'm working on this house. I didn't finish this house in 200 days, but I'm just be adding some pillars here, and the roof was mostly done by the end of the day. Just gathering some wood here. I kind of need it for my floors. I don't have enough resources, but I'm just placing down the bricks and the walls for the second floor. And I'm trying to design out for the stairs of the house. This might not be the final design, but I think it's alright. I'm just placing the windows here. Yeah, that's about it. Day 204, I'm actually not building. I'm getting clay just so I can build more. Next day, I found a buried ship. I got a map from it, and I kind of cleared out this entire island just looking for the treasure. I could not find it. I'm struggling, but it was under a single piece of sand. I'm very intelligent, as you can tell. I'm also getting some quartz for the XP and, of course, for my house. Making some deals with my well-treated my workers. I'm also just placing down a few more blocks on my house, but there's not a lot of progress done here today. Getting some more deep slate for my roof here in day 207. And after the day is almost over, it's basically all done. Just a few more finishing touches here, like a ladder to my attic, furnaces. I'm gonna add a fence here. I don't like villagers trespassing on my property, so that's what I'm gonna be doing here in day 208. And I got a temporary design here. Definitely not final. I decided to make the stairs go sideways, and this villager just doesn't want to work, so he might be conveniently disappearing very soon. I'm out in the wilderness, killing sheep, killing cows. I really want their meat. Pause. I also got some more kelp here, and I'm going to be smelting it, because I want to get a lot of dried kelp, so I'm going to be AFK here for a while. What am I doing whenever I AFK? I don't really know. I think I was sick some of these days, so I was probably just laying on my bed trying to not die. I was finally able to trade all that dried kelp, but now I'm in the nether. I'm going to be killing these wither skeletons, trying to get some skulls. Now I'm getting some obsidian from the end, and I think we all know what I'm going to be doing. I'm killing the wither for a beacon, and it's going to happen a lot more times in this video. But if I want to power a beacon, I'm going to need some blocks, so I'm making an iron farm. Link for this farm is in the description. It's working out pretty well here today. Just some more testing on day 218, and it's working out pretty well. I'm expanding my pumpkin farm in day 219. It makes me more pumpkins which I can sell for emeralds, and I also just get some iron, letting my iron farm work out throughout the day. Day 220, I'm making a sugarcane farm for similar reasons. So I'm gonna, what's gonna do on my property? Yeah, my property. So I've been seeing the zombies randomly pop up here when I'm working in this area, and this pond is the root of all of the problems. I'm pretty sure at least, so I'm patching it up. But anyways, besides from iron, what's a great way to power a beacon? Netherite? Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm making a gold farm. If you paid enough attention, you'll see that that dirt pillar going to my creeper farm has been up there for a very long time. So I'm finally be taking it down. I also got some bamboo and melons, and these are going to be very, very useful. But for a gold farm, you're going to need a few things. First is eggs. Peter, don't call me. But also, I need a lot of magma blocks. So that's what I'm getting here today. And I also found a piece of ancient debris somehow. So that's just pretty nice. Got all the resources, but this farm needs to be in a nether waste biome, and I just found one. So now it's finally time to start building the farm. Day 224, I got the first layer done. And after some building, I got the main part of the farm done. I built this platform, and I was struggling so hard to get a piglin onto my boat and onto the platform. I spent so much time flying around, getting back, but I finally got there, got the piglin in the boat, and I finally got one on my platform. Now it's time to get a lot of XP and gold. I'm getting some iron, and I'm going to be expanding my beacon to be the maximum powered beacon. At 228, I'm keeping for some redstone, and I also got some gold. I don't like the cave, but I kind of needed the resources right now. I also got a diamond very conveniently. But I had to leave because there's just too many mobs in here. It's looking like a typical day in Chicago. Just AFKing and committing some more war crimes on day 229. Committing some more war crimes on a different group on day 230. I wanted to move the zombie piglin into a cage so my thorns would never kill it, but in that process, my thorns did kill it. So I got another one, and it didn't actually take that long this time. So now the zombie piglin is safe forever and can safely watch as people get slaughtered. Expand the beacon on day 232, get some emeralds from my well-treated villagers, and getting some gold from my well-treated piglins. In day 233, I finally maxed out the beacon. But for some reason I had to break the beacon and place it back to get the achievement, but it all worked out in the end. The next day, I'm going all the way down to make some space for my beacon. If I put the beacon at the very bottom, no matter how low I am, I'll always get the beacon's powers. But I'm going to need the resources, so this is going to take a while for me to get. Getting some more golden XP on day 235. And I accidentally got level 100, which is pretty cool. Now for some reason, I think my iron farm might have broke. I don't really know what happened. I tried to turn the chunks down and still didn't do anything. And I watched this video where apparently on Bedrock, fishermen can't make iron farms when it's raining. So I just switched them to Fletcher's. I know it's Java edition, but it's still worth a try. But while trying to switch everything out, it just magically fixed in the rain. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm still gonna switch them out just in case. I'm gonna be expanding the iron farm today. I think I'll probably help out for, you know, preventing it from breaking as much. I'm not really sure. This iron golem kind of spawned to protest my expansion, but I just kind of killed him. Now these villagers are just kind of camping up here and refusing to go down and sleep. So I'm just gonna use all these guys to expand my farm. So we're not moving the villagers in 238, and this villager kind of didn't want to listen to me. So I just put him in a nice little box, give him a nice bath, and yeah, this is why you don't disobey my orders. Severe war crimes aside, I'm gonna be expanding the farm a little bit more, getting some more villagers here. Hopefully they don't disobey my orders, but if they do, they're not gonna be living for very long. Just moving into the last few villagers in day 241, and now I'm done. But I'm building a wall. I don't know why. I guess I just got kind of bored. I definitely don't have enough blocks yet, but I'm gonna be placing down a few of the iron blocks. This is gonna give me some more motivation to actually finish building it instead of just, you know, not. I need to get some head from these old dead guys.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Talking about wither skulls. I need them for the beacons. Mainly getting wither skulls was not doing very good, so I'm getting some netherrack for nether brick for a wither farm. And I need a lot of netherrack, so that's what I'm getting. This farm is a nether portal, so I'm going to be getting some obsidian from the end. I also went to an end city. I'm getting some end rods, but most importantly, I'm getting shulker boxes. I'm making a lot of farms throughout this video, so having shulker boxes is going to help me transport all of my materials around. Getting some more netherrack on day 248. Now it's time to smell all my netherrack. I think I was watching some Hermitcraft while I was AFKing. Or maybe I was watching the Suns play. Because that they actually won, surprisingly. Doing some house renovation here. In 200 days, I made a lot of renovations in the other village. But I think it's time to finally give the original village some renovations and make it look a lot better. Not a lot of space in the house, but the main priority is for exterior. Because I'm not going to be going inside these houses very much. And I just finished it at the end of the day. And I just need a few more bricks to start working on the wither farm. Finally working on the farm day 254. The design of this farm is really clever. There's no need for spawn proofing, and I really recommend that you check out the original video in the description. Anyways, this guy was protesting my dream to get infinite head, so I got a nice return to center achievement just like that. And by the next day, I got the main platform done. The farm is just portals and the bottom and the top, so I think if you're standing on this platform, only mobs on the main platform can spawn, and I think that's how it works at least. In the overworld, I'm just placing this down. I'm not sure how this works, but it should be transporting all the wither skeletons over to the top platform. Going back through this portal, and the portal should be working just fine. I'm just using the farm day 258, and it's working pretty well. But one huge problem is the sword. I'm just getting too many of them, and it's really annoying. And on day 260, I got just enough skulls for what I wanted to do. So it's time to kill the wither. I'm trying to cheese it here, but I don't know why that just flew up here. I killed it. It was just really inconvenient and annoying. So it seems like if I don't crit, then it should be all good, right? Alright, so let's try that again. Oh, what the hell just happened? I got it done. And finally, I got a max beacon in my main base. Now it's time to make a melon farm. It's going to make me a lot of emeralds, and it's going to be very good. I'm going to be spending a lot of time here, so I'm going to pick an isle smelter. I know I'm going to need it. You can definitely hear all the fandoms. But I'm perfectly safe down here because I got a lot of push. I meant cats. Getting all the dripstone I'll ever need in day 266. I'm just making another lava farm, just so I can fuel my furnaces. With all the new stuff I'm going to be building, I need a lot of blocks. So I'm going to be getting a lot of those with my beacon powers, of course. AFK until my farms run a bit. That took a few days. And on day 270, I'm going to be starting a bamboo farm. Didn't take too long to make the farm done and working. I'm making an items order for my wither farm. I gotta get rid of all the stone swords. Took a bit, but this should get rid of all the stone swords that I get now. Farming the wither skeletons day 273, and the item sorter seems to be doing its job. I don't know why, but I'm getting magma blocks and soul sand today. Doing a little bit of farming day 273. And now we got 45 wither skulls. That's pretty good. Now I'm trying to make the same exact sorter, but for my gold farm. I was struggling quite a bit. I don't know why. But now, it should all be working. Now I'll get away and kill every single wither. I'm having fun right now. It took a while, but I got all the stars now. And now it's time to set up a beacon in this village. While setting up my beacon, I actually found some diamonds, and there was actually quite a few of them. There's also some lava here, but I patched up. Now I'm trading with my villagers. I'm using the sticks from my bamboo, and I'm getting a lot of emeralds from it. I'm starting a large project, and it's gonna start with this brewery. What the hell? Brewery. I'm not even gonna try. That's gonna be a good place for my clerics to work. I got the roof done the next day, and I just need to add some glass, and we got some finishing touches here, and it should be all done now. On to the next job, and now I'm doing the Fletchers. Wait, I'm making the shooting range, because that really fits the theme of bows and crossbows and all that. Got basically everything done the next day. I moved the Fletchers over. There's only one thing left to do. Day 291, I'm just placing all the targets down. I'm trying to get the bullseye achievement, but it's not working out too well. You can clearly see how I just barely missed that little dot. Next up, I'm making a place for the butchers to work. I'm going to make them a barbecue restaurant kind of place. I know it looks kind of boxy, but hopefully the textured walls make it look a lot better. Putting down the smokers for them to work now. And I got most of the detailing done, but I couldn't figure out where to put the tables at. Finally got the interior done, day 295. I got rid of this house in front of my house. And I guess it's like a play area. I mean, villagers like doors, right? I also moved the farmers to work at the farm, because that actually makes sense. And I just realized that this grass on the path can't be replicated, so I'm just going to keep it there instead of actually fixing the path. I'm going to make a little turtle area just for the villagers to look at. Hopefully this egg's going to hatch soon. I wonder how my turtles are doing. Did he just stop on my turtle eggs? Anyways, I dealt with my op very quickly. No big problem there. I'm going to make this a glass enclosure just so nothing can kill my turtles. And now it's time for me to start on a house for the villagers, because they're all just kind of homeless. They got a nice living area. They got a place to sit and eat. They can even sit down and watch TV on this couch. But the hardest thing is to get this roof to actually look good and not take up too much space at the same time. Finish the house and place the beds down in day 298. And I'm going to make a place for my one armor smith to work. It's not a big area, but it worked. You might be wondering why I'm buying diamond armor that I'll never use. And it's for decoration. At least it kind of looks good. The iron farm broke again. I'm not too surprised. I'm placing a breaking block to just reset the villager's vision on the zombie. And yeah, it worked. Day 300. This should have been my last day, but it's not, because I want it to be special. I want more bamboo, so I just threw my white stuff on my problems, and hey, it worked out. Don't use that as life advice, by the way. Then I just traded with my villagers and got a lot of money. As usual. AFKing for some iron day 301. I think I was building with some Chinese Legos here. The bricks are really small, so they hurt my fingers. I know. It's really difficult to build, but I finished it. And this is the complete product. And I had enough iron now to max out this beacon. But that beacon doesn't cover enough, so it's time to make a new one in the village. Killed a pufferfish, and now it's time to drop on the water temple. I killed the first two Elder Guardians pretty quickly, but I just spent all day looking for the last one. I finally found him. It wasn't too hard to kill. I never really clear out old footage from my computer, so I ran out of storage for these few days. These turtles never hatched, I don't know what happened. But I built this nice house, and I got a nice patio to it too. Working on a slime farm, and the first step is to light up all the surrounding caves. Then you gotta clear a large area inside a slime trunk. So digging day 319. After you dig, you gotta make some platforms for the slime to spawn. And this was in the tutorial. You can check it out in the description. This was not my choice. You need to dig around the trunk, and a problem arose. This cuts into my beacon. I have a solution. I just put some glass down, and it should be fine. It might ruin the efficiency of the farm, but I think it's alright. But with this bubble elevator on 322, this farm is finally ready. After some quick AFKing, the farm looks like it works. I AFK'd all day for all my farms to work. I accidentally bought cookies from this guy. What a waste of money. I'm starting a guardian farm now. I don't need it for anything in this video, but it'll be really important for the next 100 days video. I found some bees in my wood farm, and I'll keep them. I'll probably use them for something later on. I'm looking for some lily pads day 327. It'll help me with my garden farm. I found a lot of villages, but most importantly, I found this coral reef. I'll save the cords for later. Found another village. Finally found a swamp. On the way back, I found another village, and I also found another water temple. This might have been the old one from the last video. Fixing my tools, and yeah. This farm also uses nether portals, so I'm getting more obsidian. Finally started on the farm the next day. And man, these gardens are annoying as hell. Just why I'm farming your species. Forever. But at least I finished the main platform today. Working on another part of the farm. I gotta make this redstone clock, because apparently if I don't, the game's gonna crash. So maybe the farm's just that good. I also made this farm completely AFKable, which is not in the original design. After I put the soul sand down, this farm should be up and running. And yeah, I see why we need a redstone clock now. This farm is absolutely broken. I chose this design because it's the only one in the overworld, cheap, and doesn't suck. As always, the link is in the description, and this is the same guy that made my wither skeleton farm, so this guy is pretty good. Just relaxing here. It's not a lovely sound, lovely sight. Got some iron, and I have no clue why, but the villagers are swapping jobs, and that's really annoying because that means they're just not really functional. But now the village has full beacon coverage for the most part. Time to build some houses for the villagers in the first village. For almost a year, these villagers have been stuck in a little tower, so it's time to give them some actual breathing space and let them live a little bit. They even got some nice fancy lights. Time to move the villagers. These are all the ones that I don't have multiple of. I moved in the farmers in that small house from earlier in the video, and I got a lot of librarians, so they're all gonna go into one library. Got some wood and lit up the area around the village. I might have forgot to record this, but I finished the library and we're moving them all in now. The villagers love to walk around here, so I'm gonna give them some safety rails. I don't want them to die from fall damage. Spawn proof in the library. These iron golems keep spawning in here, so I'm dealing with them permanently. The last villagers are all Fletchers, so I'm gonna build them a decent tower this time. Never had this problem before until just now, but zombies can actually get through my wall. Of course, I fixed it. I don't have an actual plan for what the tower is looking like, but hopefully it works out well. I'm trying to give this roof a more modern design, and it doesn't look great, but it's definitely better than the old tower. Moved out to Fletcher's day 347, and now every single villager is relocated to an actual house. And this is gonna be the last time you're seeing this entrance. Kinda brings back some memories. I'm finally tearing down the tower. It's kinda sad because it was my first build in this village, but it's a huge eyesore, and it was never really meant to be permanent in the first place. But I left the base of the tower, so it'll kinda serve as a memorial. Never had a problem with this with the other villagers, but these Fletchers just don't want to stay in their actual beds. I'm also gonna get rid of this house in the hill. Never really had a use for it in the first place. I'm also making the villagers an area to just kinda chill. As for these Fletchers must be the short buses of all the villagers. I got lucky with this enchant here. I'm gonna make a silk touch shovel, and you'll find out why in the next 100 days video. Just peacefully getting some XP here. I also made the creeper farm 100% AFK-able. Now I can AFK for both gunpowder and guardian drops at the same time. I hate it, but I got a mine for netherite. I got really unlucky. I only got 4 ancient debris. I need some weird template from a bastion just to upgrade my shovel, so I'm not doing that. I'll just unenchant my first shovel, and I'll make that one the silk touch shovel. And again, you'll find out why I need this in the next video. Only one Fletcher is smart enough to pathfind to his bed, so for the other 2 villagers, I'm making a little balcony-like area, and it seems to be working. And now it's time to start the final project of this video, a fireworks show. And these last fireworks are gonna cost a bit. Kinda need some wither skulls. I'm in my redstone testing world, and at first I wanted it to all be connected to one switch, but that's too much redstone and takes way too much effort. So I'm just gonna have 4 different switches, and this is kind of gonna be my final design, or at least the format of it. The chickens are too loud, so yeah, I've gotta clear some of them out. I found a good area to sit, and this is where all the switches are gonna be. And we might as well have a throne while we're at it. The dogs get to watch too. And I decided that the area near the beacons where I'm going to set all the dispensers up. Gotta do some digging day 354. I also need some of the resources to actually set up the fireworks. And I'm going to build this tunnel from my switches to the actual dispensers. With everything dug out, it's time to set up the actual wiring to this thing. But I already ran out of all my redstone, so I gotta get more of that. All the wiring's done, so I'm gonna add a glass enclosure so you can really appreciate the redstone. And I know these trees have been here for a while, but I gotta get rid of them. They're in the way of my fireworks show. And when crafting the rockets, I might have accidentally made a few extras that I couldn't use. So it's time to AFK for some paper. I was just doing my NHS registration at this time. I got enough sugarcane, but I got a lot of iron too. And that means an upgrade to the throne. We're getting gold armrest too. I got a few extra rockets that I could still use, so I'm gonna get a multi-shot crossbow. I finally got it, but it cost me way too much XP. So it's time for some peaceful XP harvesting. And I got so much extra gold now, all the switches are gonna be on gold blocks. Day 362, I'm finally filling up the dispensers with rockets. I'm at a backup, and when I tested it, I think I just gotta move the dispensers up a little bit. So I'm gonna be making a redstone torch tower for every single one. But it took until the next day because I just didn't have enough yellow wool. And I'm so wealthy, I'm setting up the last fireworks to be connected to a button on a diamond block. But with this last tower, all the redstone should be set up now. And yes, I'm putting more glass. You gotta appreciate the redstone. And for some reason, there's an iron golem in the library's roof, so I dealt with him permanently. Now everything's set up, so let's just testing out my backup board and what. Why didn't that button work? Just some rewiring and it should all be good. I'm gonna spend some time in the other village. I tried to get the bullseye achievement again, but Apparently I didn't get it. That's right, that should count. That hit the red dot in the middle. But for this last night, I'm asleep at my house that I built in the very beginning of this video. I got this pretty fast horse, so I'm gonna bring him over to watch a fireworks show. Hopefully he likes a few. I'm turning off friendly creatures because my farm animals are just too loud. I'm just gonna chill with the villagers a little bit, and I found this wandering trader, but I'm not gonna kill him. I'm feeling generous today, so he's gonna watch a fireworks show too. And celebrate a year in Minecraft, I'm gonna make this cake on a nice diamond platter. Now it's time to finally start the fireworks show. I'm just gonna speed it up here. I got a different dispensers because I didn't want my best fireworks to be shown at the very beginning, so yeah, I think that fixed the problem. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of time into this one. And with these final buttons, this first press is for the thumbnail, the second one is just for entertainment, and this last one's for you. I really appreciate you sticking around for the video, so thank you. And that's a year in Minecraft. Hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next one.